I went to Bible study on Wednesday morning, and Tim challenged us and asked us how can we reach the world today with the gospel. And I didn't really have an answer for that. So afterwards I prayed about it, and God sent me over to Walmart. And when I reached the parking lot, there was a lady standing there with a sign, and God told me to go ask her if she would like to have lunch today. So I went over and asked her to have lunch, and she said yes, she'd love to have lunch with me. And then on my way over to the restaurant, I saw another man, and God put it on my heart to go ask him also. So when we got to the restaurant, they ordered their food, and while we were standing there, I was asking God, Lord, what do I do? What do I say to these people? I have no idea. And the only thing God told me to do was to go over and give them a hug and tell them that He loves them. So I did what the Lord said, and when I did it, I said it loudly so everybody in the restaurant could hear me too. And I told them both that God loved them very much, and to keep on trying and to hang in there. And not only did I get to touch those two people with my faith that day, but I got to touch the people's hearts in the restaurant that were watching us at the same time.
Hi. Recently I've gone back to school, and I've had the opportunity to be in a classroom full of other people. And as a Christian, I've looked for ways on how is the best way to share my faith as a Christian in that environment. I've had a couple of really awesome opportunities. I have a friend that is Indian, and she's only been in this country for 2 years. And she asked me one day why I was so nice and what made me different from all of the other white women that she had met. And I got to share with her it was because I'm a Christian and I act the way I do because of my faith. And I have had many opportunities to share with her, and also with a few other people in the class.
I'm going to give you one example that occurred in my life about 2 weeks ago when I was over at the rescue mission. I was helping with the service, and afterwards a gentleman came up to me, and he asked for me to give him a blessing and to pray for him. And I had not really done that before with someone at that particular point, but I gulped, and as I started to pray, I was praying real fast to God to help me put words in my mouth, and He did. And the gentleman was blessed, and I was blessed, and it felt like it was like I was a conduit for a few minutes, that God was actually going through me to him. And it was a very, very grateful experience.
I have learned to really share the gospel, and I've surprised myself actually, because I didn't think that was something that I could do. But then in a Bible study from the book of Acts, I learned that Paul was bold for Christ. And that was like a hallmark of Paul's discipleship. And that really resonated with me. So I decided that I wanted to be bold for Christ. So I prayed about it. And one day, running errands, before I left the house, I asked God to help me, that I wanted to be bold on His behalf. But I didn't know how to do that. So to send somebody my way so that I could indeed be bold. And sure enough, I came across somebody that was clearly hungry. And I had a chance to just get a quick drink and a donut and share it with the gentleman. And he thanked me so much, and I told him that I just was so, thank you, you're welcome, and I'm so glad that we could share this time. But I have to tell you that you are the answer to my prayer today, because I asked God to put someone in my path so that I could be bold on God's behalf. And you, sir, were that one. And I thank you so much. I'm so honored to have been able to spend time for you. You're the answer to my prayer to God. And so now, whenever I go out, that's kind of my formula. And I almost always find someone with whom I can be bold for Christ.